Welcome to this question. This question was asked by one of my students who follow me online, and it says, Mary and Jane working together can cultivate a piece of land in 6 days. So Mary alone can complete the work in 15 days. After the two had worked for 4 days, Mary withdrew the services. Find the time taken by Jane to complete the remaining work, and you are awarded 3 marks there. So we say if both of them can complete the job in 6 days, what part of the job can they do in 1 day? So we say let the job be X, represented by X. So both in 1 day, they will do 1/6 of the job, so a sixth of the job. Then we say Mary can complete the job in 15 days, so it means 1 day Mary can do 1/15 of the job, 1/15 of the job. So if both of them can do a sixth of the job, and Mary alone can do 1/15 of the job, what about Jane? So Jane in 1 day, it means 1 day, you take 1/6x, what they do both of them, minus what Mary can do in 1 day. So that is 1/6x minus 1/15x. And when you get the LCM here, you get it is 30. So this is 30 divided by 6 is 5. 5 times 1 is 5x minus 15. 30 divided by 15 is 2 times 1 is 2x. So this means it is 3/30x, which means it is equals to 1/10 of the job. So Jane can do 1/10 of the job in 1 day. Therefore, in 4 days, so let's say in 4 days, it means that they will do 4 multiply by what they can do in 1 day, both of them. So this will give you 4/6x, which is the same as 2/3x. So that is a job they did, or part of the job they did in 4 days. What is the remaining job? It means you subtract x minus what they did in 4 days, which is 2/3 of x, and this will give you a third x, which we can write is the same as x/3. So this is the work that Jane is complete. And remember, we have said that Jane can do 1/10 of the job in a day. So which we can also write, it is x divided by 10. So you divide the remaining job, x/3, you divide by what Jane can do in 1 day, which is x/10, and this will give you x/3 multiplied by 10/x. So x disappears, and this will give you 10/3, which is 3 1/3 days. So Jane will take 3 1/3 days to complete the remaining job. And that is how you do that question. If you have any difficult question, just send it through my WhatsApp number, which is provided at the end of this video. So thank you for watching. Question from my online student, and it says the equation of a circle is given by 3x squared plus 3y squared minus 18x plus 12y minus 9 is equals to 0. Determine the radius and the center of the circle. You get yourself 3 marks. So here, our equation is general format of the equation of a circle is written like this: plus y squared is equals to r squared. So x represents the x coordinate of the center of the circle, y represents the y coordinate of the center of the circle, r is the radius of the circle. So in our equation here, we need to, we have 3x squared. We rearrange our equation so that we have 3x squared minus 18x plus 3y squared, and then we have plus 12y is equals to 9. We take 9 to the other side, it becomes positive. Let's divide throughout by 3 so that we simplify our equation. So we divide by 3, divide by 3, divide by 3, divide by 3, divide by 3. So our equation now is x squared minus, this is 6x. We use the complete the square method so that here we have perfect square in terms of x, so that we can have our x there. So here we say, what do we need to add to these terms to make them a perfect square? And in completing the square method, we add half the coefficient of x. So it is minus 6 divided by 2 into bracket squared. So that will give us a perfect square. Then we have the y side. When you divide by 3, you get y squared. You get plus 12 divided by, this is 12y. 12 divided by 3, that will give us 4y. What do we need to add to make these terms of y a perfect square? So here we add half the coefficient of y squared. So it is 4 divided by 2 squared is equal, that is squared is equals to 9 divided by 3 is 3. Then whatever you do to this side, you also do to the other side so that you balance your equation. So we are going to add minus 6 over 2, which we have added to the terms of x, plus 4 divided by 2 squared, what we have added to the y terms. So this will give us now x minus 3 into bracket square. So this all this will give us a perfect square of x minus 3 squared. And then we have the y. The y will give us plus, then we have y plus 2 into bracket squared is equals to, so this will be 3 plus minus 3 over 2 squared is 9 plus 4 divided by 2 is 2 squared, you get 4. So we have our x minus 2, no, minus 3, not 2, minus 3 into bracket squared plus y minus 2 into bracket squared is equals to, this is 3 plus 9 is 12 plus 4, 16. So this implies that the center of the circle, we get center is coordinates of the center is 3, and this is plus 2 and 2. Then the radius r is equals to r squared is equals to 16, implying r is equals to the square root of 16, which is equals to 4. So the radius of the circle is 4 and the center of the circle is 4. So that's how you work it out to get the radius of the circle and the center of the circle. Thank you for watching. Another question asked by a student, and it says, form a quadratic equation given the roots 0.5 minus root 3 and 0.5 plus root 3 in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0, where a, b, and c are integers. Now, generally, when you are forming a quadratic equation, suppose you are given that the roots are a and minus b. What it implies that the factors that were formed must have been x, not a, x, then minus a, and x plus b is equals to 0. So it means when you move to the next step, a will be positive, b will be minus b, negative. Therefore, since we have been given our roots, we can put the brackets here so that it appears as a single unit. And therefore, since this is both are positive, then our factors must have been, we put that, we say it is x minus into bracket 0.5 minus root 3. So that is one factor. And the other one must have been x minus, then we say into bracket 0.5 plus root 3. We close the bracket and we say this is equals to 0. So those are the factors. Remember, when you are forming the quadratic equation, it is like you are going the reverse way of factorizing a quadratic equation. So what remains here now is to open the bracket, and to open the bracket, normally the way we expand with the quadratic equation expansion, so we say x multiplied by x, and that should give you x squared. Then we have x again multiplied by this, so this will be minus x into bracket 0.5 plus root 3. We are through with that one. Then we come to this other part. So this multiplied by x, we will get it is minus x into bracket 0.5 minus root 3. Then we have our this part and this part. Since both are negative, they will be negative times negative becomes positive, and then we have 0.5 minus root 3. We close the bracket, multiply by the other part, which is 0.5 plus root 3. That should give you 0. Now what remains is to expand this. So we have our x squared. We have our x squared. So here we have our x squared. You open the bracket here, you get 0.5x. You open the bracket here, it will be minus x root 3. We are through with that. Then we say minus 0.5x. This will be positive plus x root 3. Then we have plus. When you open the bracket, this will be 0.5 times 0.5. That will be plus 0.25. Then 0.5 times root 3, we have plus 0.5 root 3. That we are through. Then minus root 3 times 0.5, that will be 0.5 root 3. Then finally we have root 3. Root 3 multiplied by root 3. That should give us minus and positive is minus, so that will give us minus 3 is equals to 0. So from there, we put the right terms together. 0.5, so we don't have any other x squared, so we have x squared. 0.5 and 0.5 will give you x, so that is minus x. Then we have x root 3 minus x root 3 and plus x root 3, that disappears. We have 0.5 root 3 and minus 0.5 root 3, so that cancels with that, or it is equals to 0. So we are left with 0.25 minus 3. That should give you minus 2.75. So this is minus that is 75 is equals to 0. You can leave it like that. Since we are told that A and B are integers, 2.75, that is 2 and 3 over 4, that is 3/4, which we can write is equals to 2 times 4 is 8 plus 3 is 11 over 4. So we write our x squared minus x minus 11 over 4 is equals to 0. We multiply every term by 4. So this will give us, that is x squared by 4, that will give us 4x squared minus x times 4, that will give us 4x. And we have 11 over 4 times 4 will give us 11. So that is minus 11 is equals to 0. So that is how you work out that. So A is equals to 4, B is equals to 4, and C is equals to 4. And you get yourself 3 marks. So that's how you work it out.